Neuwirth, who's been working at the Merrimack Valley Project.
Hi, so I work with churches up in Lawrence and Lowell, and I'm organized there. One Tuesday this winter, I was invited to a Pentecostal church I'd never been to before, which is called Iglesia de Dios de la Profecía. And they invited me for a Bible study, and I came around 7 p.m., not really knowing what to expect, and I found 70 young women all in this room together, and this pastor, Mello, the young woman, sort of 20 to 30 years old, and we're all there to read Romans 10, which is where Paul goes to convert the Jews. So far, I think I can do this, and we get into groups of 10 to discuss the passage together, and then back it's a big group with Pastor Mello giving a sermon about what we talked about. And a little bit into Pastor Mello's sermon, this woman in the front row who was translating for me, because it's all in Spanish, I don't speak much, she turned to me and she said, "Henry, do you take Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior?" I said, "No." Actually, I'm a Jew, like the people we're reading about. I thought that might smooth things over. "Can I tell Pastor Mello?" "Please don't tell Pastor Mello." Immediately she's like, "Pastor Mello!" Pastor Mello's like, "What?" And she's like, "He's a Jew." And the room goes silent. And Pastor Mello says, "Don't worry, it's okay." And he says, "There are two types of Jews." So already I'm kind of where this is going. He's like, the first type of Jew are the Orthodox Jews, and they don't take Jesus Christ to be their Lord and Savior. And the second type of Jew are the Messianic Jews, and they do take Jesus Christ. And he pulls it back into Paul very nicely because it fits well, and then he turns to me, and he says, "Henry, are you an Orthodox Jew?" And I say, "No." He's like, "Hey!" And I just kind of sat back, and then my time came. I got up and I gave my spiel about MVP and why they should be interested in joining. And I wanted to tell that story, I think, because when I think about the ways I've grown this year, a big one is being able to handle situations that are really uncomfortable and being a public Jew instead of a private one. I think in the beginning of the year, I would have been scared. I would have seen the whole thing as a joke. And when I got up at the end, I certainly wouldn't have done a good job. And I would have, and as it was, I held myself together. I took a step back. And then when it was my turn, I got up, and they started the relationship there, knowing there was a lot more to come, and there was.